Hello everyone, this is Team 4, Team Trelawny. Our topic is cyberbullying, and our thesis is high school students who are active on social media are the most common victims of cyberbullying. So you may ask, what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place using electronic technology. Electronic technology includes devices and equipment such as cell phones, tablets, computers, uh, also communication tools such as social media, sites, text messages, chats, and websites. Examples of cyberbullying include mean text messages, calls, emails, rumors being sent around, whether in person or electronic means, and embarrassing pictures. We've seen a lot of examples of those in recent years. Videos, websites, and fake profiles. One of the negative effects of cyberbullying is that it threatens um, emotional being, self-esteem, and social standing. That will also help us analyze the other negative effects of cyberbullying as we go on to different topics. Cyberbullying messages and images can be posted anonymously, which is one thing that, and nowadays we have social media, which it can be distributed quickly, which makes it difficult to find out who the source is, which also makes it difficult to help fight cyber. It's also good to know that kids who are being cyberbullied are often bullied in person as well because it replicates. And let's now jump into a quick, brief history of cyberbullying.
In order to give a history of cyberbullying accurately, I feel it is important to start with the history of the word bullying itself, the definition of which can be traced back as far as the 1530s. In its most basic sense, it involves two people, a bully or intimidator, and a victim. Cyberbullying is very similar and is really an evolution of the uh, term bullying, just with the layer of technology added to it. Online forums have provided a communal breeding ground for youth to assault one another, since innovations such as the internet have forever changed how people interact with each other. One interesting quote I found by Richard Donegan stated that though many parents believe that they are purchasing a cell phone for their child for protective reasons, the opposite may be true, as many youths admit to utilizing their phones as an instrument for cyberbullying. This puts forth an interesting point, as it puts forth the idea that the thing parents think is protecting their children is harming them as well. Another important factor is what type of technology a teen primarily uses, especially with the increase in cell phones year over year. Uh, According to a 2010 study which asked teens what role technology played in their daily lives, cell phones were the highest at 83%, followed by the internet for schoolwork at 50.8%, then Facebook at 50.1%. This points to cell phones and the internet being the two primary mediums used for cyberbullying. Cyberbullying also proved to vary by gender as well, also based on a 2010 study involving random samples of male and female teens. The male to female ratio varied the most in three areas: victimization within a person's lifetime, admittance to a cyberbullying offense within a person's lifetime, and hurtful comments posted about themselves online, all of which were higher percentages for females. This may or may not have anything to do with the amount of actual bullying going on. It may have something to do with females just reporting higher and more often. It is unclear as of yet. Next, you'll hear about some different types of cyberbullying.
You've already heard an overview of what cyberbullying is and taken a look at its history. Now I'm going to tell you about the specific types of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is commonly divided into 8 categories, each escalating in terms of seriousness and the impact it has on victims. The first category is flaming. This form of cyberbullying involves online fights, usually through email, social media, or text messaging, where rude comments and insults are exchanged. Next, we have denigration. Denigration happens when mean and insulting online messages are sent through email, social media, or any of the other formats, or websites are created specifically to make fun of someone. After denigration, we have exclusion, which involves intentionally leaving someone out of a group, like a group chat or text, or other online group activities. After this, we have outing, where cyberbullies share secrets about someone online, can possibly include private information, pictures, or videos without the owner's consent. Next, we have trickery, where the bully tricks someone into revealing this private information and then shares it online with others. After trickery, we have impersonation, where the cyberbully will pretend to be someone else when sending or posting mean or false messages online. Next, we escalate to harassment, which is a serious form of cyberbullying involving the repeated sending of malicious messages to someone online. The final and often most serious form of cyberbullying is cyberstalking, which is the continuous harassment and denigration of victims, including threats of physical harm. Next, you will hear how cyberbullying impacts high school-age social media and internet users specifically.
Cyberbullying and the online activity of high school students. Social media sites are one of the leading places where teens experience cyberbullying. Cyberbullying involves sending or posting hurtful, embarrassing, or threatening text or images or posting rumors on social media about the victim. Many high school students have smartphones and other devices to access the internet as well. Over 80% of teens use a smartphone regularly. These apps include Facebook, Instagram, and another app called After School. This app is similar to Yik Yak that is popular on college campuses. But high school students will enter what school they attend and what year they are, 9th to 12th grade. It also requires student verification through Facebook as well. By using these technologies, cyberbullies can reach a wide group of people very quickly.
Hello, my name is Yo-Yo. I will talk about the effects of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying can take place in any social media sites. So what are some of the effects of cyberbullying? Cyberbullying usually has negative effects on people emotionally and physically. First, it ruins people's reputation. It can cause people to feel alone, isolated, and become depressed, which makes it hard for people to communicate with others. For students, it can cause them to skip school and hurt their education life. Second, people experience health complications and problems such as stress, which may lead to other serious health problems. Cyberbullying even results in use of drugs and alcohol. It could cause people to commit suicide due to embarrassment. So cyberbullying is considered to be very dangerous to young teenagers.
Due to the nature of cyberbullying, there is no way to completely stop it. However, there are organizations currently working in conjunction with schools and governments to form policies and trying to mitigate and help reduce cyberbullying as much as possible. Some of these policies even extend the authority of school administrations to allow them to take action for students' activity online, even if it doesn't occur during school hours or even if it's at their home. According to the National Crime Prevention Center, 43% of teens have been victims of cyberbullying within the last year. And that a lot of these teens pointed out that the issue is that many people think that you can just prevent cyberbullying by knowing what your kids are doing online. But as teens admitted, there's really no way of knowing exactly everything that they do online. There's no way to track it. Even if you follow their social media, Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't really matter. So one of the things that the government is doing is launching a campaign called Stop Bullying, where they're working with communities to build policies with schools and neighbors and parents to try to foster accepting community of students to allow them to have a safe place where they can go and be proud of who they are and not worry about rejection from other people, and to increase tolerance in school districts all across the country. These organizations currently are trying to build, on top of these communities, policies that schools can use to rely on in order to help students avoid cyberbullying. One thing that they do recommend is that if you do get cyberbullied is to block the user, as many as 70% of students who have experienced cyberbullying say that this is the most effective way of stopping cyberbullying. Although it may only be a temporary solution, it is one solution that's out there that currently helps mitigate the situation. Currently,